In the recent budget, Chancellor George Osborne announced there would be no inheritance tax charges for emergency service workers should they die in service. The government and emergency service workers are without doubt rarely in agreement regarding wages and benefits. However, this show of support and recognition must surely go some way towards easing the financial burden of thousands of families, particularly those in property hotspots, including London. Property in areas such as this are currently experiencing a sharp rise in value, with the average London property price having now risen by over 12%. This unfortunately means, however, that many more families and individuals will be captured in the inheritance tax web, with the threshold currently frozen at £325,000. Emergency service workers and their families will have certainly welcomed this news, although, of course, exemption only applies to death in service. This was a bold and sweeping statement by the Chancellor, but for me it was a little ambiguous. Emergency services, well, that's a term usually used to describe those working within the fire service, police and ambulance staff. However, it's unclear as to whether this initiative also extends to doctors and nurses, coast guards, search and rescue teams, lifeboat crews and bomb disposal experts. Presumably, more detail will be given at a later date. This move brings emergency services benefits in line with armed service benefits. Currently, any former or currently serving member of the armed forces is exempt from inheritance tax liability, providing it can be clearly demonstrated that their death was caused directly through active service, or if their illness or fatal injury was caused or exacerbated as a direct result.